Hey everyone, different kind of video today, just going over like ambiguous terms in the fitness industry itself. A lot of the times when they're used to sell like a program or get someone hooked, and ambiguous terms usually look pretty sexy and grabbing to people, and that's why people go into them and buy a PDF or buy some program online and just try to stick with it. For one thing, if it gets someone moving and they stick with it, then it's good. But if it's like something that you grab onto, like a 10-minute abs, for example, I got on the board, you're not going to be guaranteed 10-minute abs from a 10-minute ab program. A lot of that comes from a lot of other areas. So these words usually get highly overused in the fitness industry, and even on our PTs and on the PT board, you'll see even on my profile, I'll have a lot of ambiguous terms. Feel free to give me a lot of stick about it. You got toning up, you got fat burning, you got booty workout, calorie burner, 10-minute abs, weight loss, burning zone, shape workout. So these are the main ones that you'll come across in the fitness industry. And like I said earlier, if it gets someone moving and consistent, then it's good. But if it comes with like a promise of like providing something like the abs, then it's kind of like sold pretty shallow. That's why I'm going over them, because I do see on Instagram a lot of people selling on ambiguous like wording, and it can be easily tripped up. And I just think back to when I was new to the gym, I was always searching up anything to do with abs and how to get abs, and I would hammer it out, a workout. I didn't have abs when I was younger with these programs, but I'd still do them, believing that I'd get 10-minute abs if I followed these programs. So when people say toning up, this is very ambiguous. Could be totally different to what I see as toning up. But what it base represents to me is increasing lean muscle mass and having less fat mass. Nice and easy, toning up. There is going to be no toning up program there's going to be no program or no exercise style that promotes toning up. There's no like in training systems, there's no set exercises that are toning up. You could do weights, any level, could be max strength, hypertrophy, stability. You're going to see some form of toning up, increasing lean muscle mass. There's no phase of training that is toning up specific, but it's one I come across a lot. People ask me, what's a toning program? All comes down to the individual, and like just starting up a decent program that can keep consistent at, and you'll see results. Nice and simple. Fat burner program, okay? To me, this represents body recomposition. Sorry about that. There is no like miracle exercise for fat burning. When it comes to fat burning, you want to be consistent. You want to have a balance of cardio. You want to have a balance of weights. Challenge yourself. You also want to be able to look after your diet and make sure you're getting like a lot of sleep, and try to stress a lot less. Easier said than done. No miracle workout for creating more fat burning. It's just not there. But it's all in consistency, like everything else. But it's one I do get asked often, which exercise is going to help me burn more fat. Booty workout. To me, I see this and it's just leg day. Cool. Usually when you come across a booty workout on Instagram or Google, they'll give you a lot of like hip thrusts. For one, yes, that's a good booty workout. But also the donkey kicks. A lot of that comes from like the hamstrings and stuff. When you see the booty workout, look it up yourself, and you'll see a lot of it dominated by the hamstrings. So really, they should be saying hamstring workout. But leg day. So if someone wants like bigger butt, yeah, just hammer your whole legs out. Don't just focus on one certain area. Or specifically with the booty workout, don't just specifically focus on the hamstrings. If it's going to get you consistent, then all good. But if you're hammering your hamstrings and your glutes a lot, you're going to get a lot tighter there and a lot of pressure on your back. But if it keeps you consistent, all good. Calorie burner. This is one I see often too. Again, relatable to the fat burner and toning up. Like to me, if someone's focusing, like wanting to be on a calorie burner type of diet, a type of workout, they should probably be working in a calorie deficit if this is quite important to them and they're like wanting to drop a few kgs. Just calorie deficit more than anything, and proper programming that will keep them consistent. 10-minute abs, discussed this earlier. No way in hell are you going to get abs from 10 minutes. More than anything, strengthen your core. All the rest of it comes from the kitchen. Nice and simple, really. But when you see ab programs, 10-minute abs, what they have in common is a lot of spine flexion. What people who usually are looking for when it comes to the 10-minute abs, they really are looking for abs, but they really don't need a lot of spinal flexion. There's a lot of good ab workouts out there that don't require your spine to flex. You'll be surprised at how intense you can get your core working without flexing your spine. So no, 10-minute abs don't exist, don't fall for it. You can make an ab-based program to strengthen someone's abs, and you can like have a calorie deficit and like eat responsibly in the kitchen. And doing this and doing this, you're going to see results. Weight loss, again, tied down to a couple of ones already discussed through. Again, calorie deficit, working hard. There's no program that's going to help with just aiding in weight loss specifically. There's no miracle exercise to help you with weight loss. Just like there's no magical like nutrient or magical food that's going to help you with weight loss. It just comes down to being responsible, having a bit of balance, looking at how much calories you're having and how often you're training, if you're overtraining or undertraining. Pretty simple, ties into the others. Burning zone. So I used to fall into this trap a lot, having the burning zone. You know, you'll see it on the treadmill. It's like 0.65% of your heart rate. 65% of your heart rate is going to get you in that optimal burning zone. It's got your age and it's got like how many beats per minute you need to get to. For one, it's a target. So like if it gets you visually working hard to that target and your heart, you have trouble getting to there and it's a challenge, then all good. But if you're like someone who's well adapted to the gym and you're still focusing on the burning zone on the treadmill, then you probably like your heart, you got to remember, is quite adapted to what you're doing, and your heart becomes more efficient at the more cardio and weight you do, more exercise you do, the heart rate becomes harder to get up to those peak levels. It's a nice little tool to follow. It's a tool I use with my clients who just need to watch their heart rate, and I usually use it for recovery. So if someone's like working hard, I'll either take it in exercise or a minute after exercise and see how fast their heart recovers. But burning zone and heart rate, for one, someone starting out, their heart rate's going to skyrocket anyway. Two, if you need it and that pushes you, then good, it's working for you, but eventually your heart will adapt and this becomes a lot harder and you shouldn't really focus too much on this. You probably should change something else to get your heart challenged again. Shape workouts, shape programs. Again, this ties into body recomp, which is like fat burning and toning. Body recomposition is like just changing shape of your body. So you're probably going to see like scales stay the same, but your body will change shape. Arms will get bigger or smaller. Your legs will get bigger or smaller, really depending on how many calories you're having. If you're in a deficit or if you're in a surplus, or even if you're in maintenance, you'll still see some kind of results. But it's just about changing shape. So dress sizes will change. So that's why I see that. There is no shape workout. You could do totally anything and you're going to see some kind of results if you're doing everything else right. But yeah, I just thought I'd do this because ambiguous terms do dominate the industry a lot, and a lot of people do sell in them, and a lot of people do get hooked on it and tripped up, and us trainers do use them in our profiles. But when we're one-on-one with people, we usually ask them what this means to them. But yeah, thought it would be good to go over them. Awesome.